Hey babes, welcome to Your Mom's Best Friends podcast, where we come together as a tribe and share the good, the bad, and the what in the actual fuck moments of motherhood, all while building our dream life. I'm your host, Brandy Ververs, mama to two littles, Army veteran, and business enthusiast. I'm obsessed with empowering mamas to live their life with their babies in tow while also building their dreams. If you're ready for a good laugh or to get inspired, grab your cup of coffee because you're in the right place. Hello, you guys. Wow. After taking a week off and spending some much needed sister time in the Bahamas, we are back, and I cannot wait to discuss this episode with you guys because it is talking about mom guilt when going on vacation. And I know some of us really struggle with this, and then there are some of us that don't really struggle with this at all. And so I wanted to bring this topic up to you guys and see what you guys have thought, or how you feel, and give you some tips and tricks if you are feeling that certain way. I, however, am not that person, but I know so many moms who really do struggle with that. And so I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's really important to talk about things that us moms really don't talk about, and so we're going to go ahead and just dive into it. So for those of you that haven't seen my live from earlier this week or had seen my stories from last week, me and my sister took a trip to the Bimini Island in the Bahamas. It's literally an hour-and-a-half ferry ride from Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the Balearia. It's like a speed ferry. Highly recommend you guys try that, especially if you are local. It's literally, they do day trips. Me and my sister did do a 3-day or a 3-night, 4-day trip there. But if you are local, do a day trip to the Bahamas and go check it out. Okay. But let's talk about the kid-free vacations and feeling the mom guilt. Like I stated earlier, I know a lot of moms struggle with this. However, I am not one, but I think it's worth discussing. For me, I am that mom that is like, Kobe, and take the kids. I'm heading out, and I'll see you guys when I get back. I do call them when I am out and on vacation, but I'm not sitting there worried about them. I don't have the mom guilt when I am like driving to the airport. I know they're in good hands. I know they're going to have fun, and I know I'm going to have fun. And so one thing that I want you guys to remember, if you are the type of mom that feels extreme guilt when planning these kid-free vacations, these trips are super important for you. They are super important for your family, for your children, for your spouse, but like I said, especially for you, right? They're restorative, they're important, and it's life-giving. I cannot tell you how full my cup was when I got back. And I got back, I did get in super late, but the next day I just dove straight into motherhood. I was doing the laundry, I was doing the dishes. We planned all the rest of the summer stuff that we want to accomplish. It was just, I wasn't burnt out. I wasn't no longer tired. I wasn't stressed. I feel like a lot of us, especially on those kid vacations, we get back, we need a vacation from our vacation. However, I will say, majority of the time I get back from my kid-free vacations, I am ready to kill motherhood. I am on it. Okay? I am the best mom. I am the best wife. I am the best sister, the best daughter, because my cup is full. I took the time to step away from my normal duties and just be myself. And that is another thing that I want you guys to remember, okay? You can't pour from an empty cup. You are still you. And that is one thing that I really struggled with after becoming a mom with my first, was that I didn't feel like I knew who I was anymore. I just had this mom identity, and I didn't know who Brandy was anymore, right? So definitely take these kid-free vacations and take the time to remember that you are still you. Enjoy the version of you that you were before you had kids. I told my friend the other day, I said, the Brandy that's on vacation without kids is the polar opposite of mom Brandy, okay? Now, even to the point to where my outfits change, okay? If you know me or you've seen my pictures on Instagram, I'm just gonna say it. We got the titties out. We got the bikini high waisted. The booty is out. Okay, like the Brandy on vacation looks like a MILF. All right, and then the Brandy who, if you're watching video, this is the mom Brandy, okay? The baggy sweater, the biker shorts, the crew socks, the Birkenstocks. You'll find me sometimes in maybe like a baggy t-shirt, biker shorts, and Vans, or, you know, like that Brandy. They're completely two different people. The way I talk, the way I interact with people, you know, on the vacation, I was talking to the locals, eating the food, you know, a guy would say something flirty and I would be like, yeah, okay, right? Like, I see you. But the mom version of me, like, that wouldn't fly, right? I feel like I said, there's two different people, and it's okay to be those two different people. I don't want you guys to ever forget who you were before kids, because that is so important. Like, don't give up on her. Don't forget her, because she's still there. She's still inside of you, and it's okay to let her come out and play once in a while, okay? You don't have to be this mom version all the time, right? And that's one of the reasons why I think it's really important to take these kid-free vacations, because you need to be you sometimes. You don't need to be the mom version of you all the time. And then, you know, another thing that I really want you guys to remember is that taking these kid-free vacations does not make you selfish. Now, I have heard it all. Not from my spouse specifically, but from my friends' spouses as well. You know, they say that, like, sometimes because they have to take on the load, right, when you're gone. And so they say, oh, like, you're being selfish, or whatever the case may be. I want you to remember that you are not being selfish. Sleep is not being selfish. And can we just talk about for a second the sleep that you get when you don't have to worry about your children? When your children are not in the bed with you, or when your children are not going to walk in at 6 in the morning and wake you up and say, Mom, I'm hungry. I sleep like a freaking rock. Again, the old Brandy came out. I used to sleep through hurricanes, okay? Like, now, when I'm home, I wake up if I hear a floorboard creak, all right? Like, I sleep like a rock when I am on a kid-free vacation. Don't wake me up. Don't shake me. I will wake up on my own time and be completely refreshed, okay? Beauty sleep is necessary, and when you have that on a kid-free vacation, you wake up so refreshed. It's wild, okay? What's another thing? The mental load. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and I said, it is so good to be on vacation without kids, because you literally only have to remember your purse that has your wallet and your ID in it and your phone. Those are the only things you have to worry about when you're on a kid-free vacation. You just got to worry about your damn self, okay? And that is such a mental load off that, like, I can't, like, so like, a lot of you will understand this. When you go on vacation with children, you literally are carrying and worrying about so many things. Did so-and-so forget their iPad? Did so-and-so grab their backpack? Does somebody have their water cup? Where's the stroller? Did somebody, like, do they have their shoes on? Does somebody have to pee? Like, there are so many things running through your head, not only for yourself, for your spouse, okay, if they're on vacation with you, for each of your kids. If you have multiple, Lord, I don't know how my sister does it. She has 6. I have 2, okay? And I am, like, so many things are running through my head on whether or not somebody's being left behind or if somebody has to pee. Like, it's the mental load that you get to take off when you go on a kid-free vacation. If that isn't one of the best things besides sleep, I honestly don't know what is. And let me know in the comments, what is one of your favorite things about taking kid-free vacations? Because those are my top 2. Taking that mental load off and getting the best sleep ever. Okay. And then finally, the last thing that I want you guys to remember, taking kid-free vacations, whether that's with you and your sister, or you and your besties, or you and, your sidelines and the people that you work with, the people that you network with. Maybe you're going to like a social event and it's like out in California somewhere, okay? Or maybe it's just you and your spouse. Those trips are gifts. Gifts because you are able to leave your children with somebody that you trust. Somebody who loves them like they are their own. That is a gift, okay? It is a gift to, and it's a blessing to be able to go do those things, right? And anything that is a gift or anything that is a blessing, you shouldn't feel guilty for. So, I just want you to remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, these trips are meant to be restorative. They're meant to be life-giving. They're meant to fill your cup. You are still you. And sometimes that girl needs to come out and play, okay? Don't forget about her. The third thing, this is not selfish, you guys. Kid-free trips are not selfish. Your kids will bitch and complain and say, I want to go. That's not fair. What? I heard it all, okay, before I left. But my kids literally, I dropped them off. They're like, hey, Mom, bye, love you. It was not a fit, okay? And then when I got back, all of the stories that they told me from the things that they were doing, they had a blast. Okay? And honestly, they wouldn't have wanted to go to that island. It's small. Literally all you do is drink and eat. It's not kid-friendly. And most of the places that you go kid-free are not kid-friendly, okay? If you were to take them with you, they would be bored out of their damn mind, okay? These trips are not selfish. And then finally, don't feel guilty for this gift or for this blessing, okay? We don't attach guilt to blessings, okay? That's not right. It's not fair. And so if you are the mama who feels guilty for taking kid-free trips, kid-free vacations, remember these things, okay? When you start to feel the guilt creep up, remember that you are that bad bitch and that sometimes you need to let go of that mental load and you just need to worry about your damn self for a few days, okay? Maybe the guilt starts to creep up because somebody back home is saying that you're being selfish. It's not selfish to make sure you are good first. Please tell me, how in the hell are you supposed to take care of others, to run a whole damn household, if you are not taking care of yourself first? Please tell me how those people, when they're sick, and I mean like sick, right? How are they still taking care of their household, or are they down and out and the household crumbles, right? So if you are sick, if you are not mentally there, and you are pouring from an empty cup, How productive is your household? Are you in your pajamas all day, moping around? I am. I'm that person. If I am pouring from an empty cup, I'm like, okay, something needs to happen. I need to take some me time, right? Because that's how it is. You can't serve others if you have nothing to serve from. And so remember those things, okay? If you need to replay this and listen back and take a few of those tips, maybe write a few of them down for when that guilt starts to creep in. Remember those things, okay? I hope this helped you. If you liked what you've heard, definitely leave a review, leave a comment, share it with somebody that is usually the one that struggles with this. And that's what I have for you. I can't wait to see you guys later, and we'll talk soon.
All right, mamas, that's what I have for you on today's episode. If you've liked what you've heard, please tag me on your Instagram stories at Brandy Ververs. That way we can continue to grow and empower more mamas to live their best life. See you next time.